Hey friends, I hope you're doing well. I'm Danielle from parentingandpapercrafts.com, where motherhood and card making intersect. Thank you in advance for stopping by. So today I thought I'd share a video on my first time experimenting with gel plates. And I don't recall experimenting with them in the past, but maybe at some point it crossed my mind because when I decided to do this video and I just looked at my stash just to see if I've already purchased something, a gel press or a brayer, I actually found a brayer and it was from Recollections. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And as a crafter, most of you are familiar with what a brayer is. It looks similar to a paint roller and it's used to thinly apply ink on a surface. And so that's the tool I'll be using with my gel plate today. And if I want to say that my mom probably gave me that brayer in the past, but I don't remember the exact details. But nevertheless, um, the brayer, along with the gel plates, cardstock, distress oxide inks, those will be the core elements for my experimentation today. I'll have a few videos afterwards that I'll put out to show you how I use the backgrounds that I'm going to be making today in this video. So with that said, I've shown you in the video what the brayer looks like along with the gel plates. I believe that's how people refer to them in videos. Um, so the gel plate size I'm using is a 5x7, and I believe it's 3/8 of an inch thick. The brand that I'm using is called Gel Press, and I believe there are other brands, and I'll share the link where I purchased mine so you can see that as well. So, eh, full transparency, one of the reasons I decided to use a gel plate and to make a video is because I'm participating in a card hop. And the technique used for this card hop, you have to use gel printing, right? So, with that technique, you use gel plates, and they're very versatile. And the more I'm playing around with them, the more I find that I can create more product in a shorter amount of time. As an example, I love to distress ink blend, right? And so it can take time depending upon the coverage of the card, the number of colors you use, what look you're going for. And I can see me substituting with a gel press technique to get a similar look and texture that Distress Oxide ink blending offers you. So that's one key thing, or one advantage, I guess, to looking at it. It's more creativity, more options. But I can see me using this technique in the future. So this is my very, very first time playing around with it. I just turned on the video and I went for it. And I have watched other videos. So I'll put a couple of the ones that I found very helpful for me in the description of my video. And I got a lot of guidance. One of the girls, I think she was from scrapbook.com, and she actually used acrylic paints. And another young lady, she used distress oxide inks. So I spent a lot of time watching both of their videos, and I found them to be very helpful. So as you can see in the video, what I'm doing is I'm applying the ink. And one of the very first things that I've learned, because I've played around subsequent to making this video, is how I apply the ink. My first time going through it, I just was rolling ink around. And there is, depending upon how many colors you use, there is, and the look you're going for, I should say, because there's no right or wrong. You get a result and you can, make do with it. Um, but when you're using lighter and darker color inks, I think you should pay attention to how you are blending those inks on the actual plate. And I think initially I was going from dark to light or just rolling back and forth, but you want to have some type of, I guess, purpose, or you want to be intentional with how you blend that. So now I've learned, to try to go from light to dark and just go one way, depending upon the patterns. And I'll make a couple more videos and I'll explain it a little bit better. Or the two young ladies that I share the links of their videos, they'll probably explain it a lot better than I'm doing now. Um, but I learned a lot in my first attempt. Uh, and one of the things, another thing that I'm not illustrating in this video, um, but I think it's important, was that when you clean your workspace, when you're cleaning off the plates, uh, baby wipes is very useful and very helpful and quick. They also clean really easily with soap and water. So that's another little tip. Oh, and by the way, the brand that I am using, the Gel Press brand, that's the brand name, is made in the US. So if that's important to you, be sure to check out my link. Um, I'll have an affiliate link in the description of this video. So I applied ink. I blended it the best way I could. Oh, one other thing that I noticed is you can apply more ink. Like I was just applying the ink, all there was no rhyme or reason. I was just throwing the ink up there, and that's fine too because you can get a good result that way. But you want to make sure you saturate that plate. It does hold a lot of ink in one pass, but if you want to get that blended look, you have to make sure it's saturated a little bit. Uh, oh, and I prepared paper in the beginning. One girl that I saw, she used like she had actually five or A2 size. It looked like A2 size panels that she used. And just applied it there. What I did was just take an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock and cut it in half and just use each half on these. And then I just trimmed it down or die cut it based on what I thought I needed. And I'm sure you can use different size papers, but for the size of the plate that I have, what I'm using in this video is 5 by 7. That's what worked for me. But all in all, I enjoyed playing around with it. I liked using this technique. Here I'm showing you the results. That's a really muted or faded yellow. I could have probably added more ink, but I have an idea for that one, so look out for that card. So here's everything that I put together, and I get better as I go along. This first video, I think you'll be surprised with some of the cards I'll make afterwards. And again, I'll share those videos posting this video. And that's all I have for you. So I just wanted to share with you me experimenting with gel plates. And I hope you get something out of it. So thank you for visiting. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can visit me at my blog, parentingandpapercrafts.com, or on IG. And thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.